Johanna, and I'm the instructor for this class. We're making handmade paper flowers. And we've got a little cookie cutter that will be our used to make the paper flowers. Okay, this is the kit. Instructions are here. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Okay, so inside the coffee can of this kit, you're going to find pre-beaten pulp. We have all kinds of wonderful bright colors. And we're going to use the bright pink. Now this has been bagged twice because it was leaking. So you probably want to keep these in here when you're not using them. Okay, the consistency of the paper pulp should be like a slushy. This does need a little bit of water. I'm going to put just a little bit of water in there. I'm going to use a spoon to stir it. And so think slushy. Okay, I'm going to get the coffee can ready. I'm going to put on a big sheet of nylon screen. I'm going to use the rubber band and I'm going to double it over. Pull it on over the coffee can and then make it tight. I'm going to use one little screen on top. I'm going to put the cookie cutter right there, and there should be a centerpiece, which is a little black tube. Okay, and then we're going to use this pink paper pulp to make the petals. And I'm going to be pouring where the petals are, not in the center, but where the petals are. Now you can pour or you can spoon, whichever you think is easier. So that would be spooning. I'm going to pour. And you want to make sure you get the pulp completely covering the petal. Oh, and you can hear the water draining. Okay, and I'm going to use my spoon. I'm going to use the bottom of the spoon handle and make sure that everything is about the same and everything is covered. I might put just a little more here. Okay, that's the petals. Now, this has been pre-mixed beforehand, but I'm going to add a little more yellow to make the center of the flower. And again, think slushy. And now I'm going to pour just in the tube. Okay, and then I'm going to put some seeds in. And then I'm going to pour a little bit of pulp over the seeds. And the seeds are zinnias. Okay, now we're going to let the water drip. Okay, we have a kitchen towel with our felt over it. We're going to lift the screen up and put it onto the felt. We're going to take the cookie cutter off and the tube. We're going to put another little screen over. Okay, and using a sponge, we're going to be very, very careful while we sponge out water. We're going to just very, very lightly spoon out press out the water. And see how I need to squeeze out the sponge. If we don't squeeze the water out of the sponge, it will not take the water out of the flour. And let's see how it looks. Oh, it's looking pretty good. It helps to have the screen over it because otherwise the pulp might stick to the sponge. So that's why we have the screen. It does give a little bit of the texture of the screen, but it's really not that noticeable. And there you are. And if we grab some cardboard, we're going to take this and flop it on over to the cardboard. And there you are. In order to make your own paper pulp, it's nice to have a blender, and you can get an inexpensive blender from a Goodwill shop. You want to fill it halfway full of water. You want something like a sheet's worth of paper that you can recycle. And that can be envelopes, it could be other things. And I'm going to use this paper shredder for a quick but you could tear it up by hand so that you have small pieces that you put in the water. Okay, in it goes. We put the top on. We're going to use the chap. And then we're going to use the blend. And that gives you your own paper pulp to use to make